Yikes. On with late. On with your ass, be late. This is here, boy. Boy. Boy, your ass is late as hell, boy. Uh. Really. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie. Ow. Ow. Here, ow. Eat stream. No! Ow! Hi, Hank. Hi, Boba. Hi, Hanky. Hi. Hello. Sorry for the late start to the stream. I was in bed. And then I brushed my teeth. And then I went and did number one. Because I am number one. Poses. Eh. Oh, how y'all doing today? How we all doing on this day? This day of days. Is my mic good? I mean, it's my mic. It's my mic. So it's okay, I guess. Ugh. I read the I read all of I mean all of I read the 80 chapters that exist of Apothecary Diaries last night. I'm sorry I missed the manga reading. It hasn't happened yet. What are you talking about? What do you mean? It didn't happen yet. How could you have missed it? How could you have missed it when it didn't happen? It's tonight, no? Did I screw up the date thing? No, didn't. I shouldn't have messed up the event thing. It should it's tonight. It's tonight. Did I put on the wrong date on the event? Did I put the wrong date on the event? No, I didn't. I didn't. The event's still an event. Still there. What are you talking about? What you want about? What you want about, Willis? Billis? Making them fantasies. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't miss it. It's tonight. It is the night of the night, aka the two night. Okay. Eh. I'll forgive you for missing the date because the date was not yesterday. Yeah, but I'm all caught up now, or at least I should be. I don't know if there's more chapters. I think there's like 80 chapters though, and if that is the case, then I've read 80 chapters. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, with Apothecary Diaries, for me, I wish they had put more emphasis on the actual like poison stuff and her expertise as an apothecary. Ads. Ah! Why are you saying that now? Did you get ads at the end of the ad? Cringe. Cringe. Yeah, but with the Apothecary Diaries, it's very much a thing where it wasn't what I was expecting. I just got back. Well, welcome back. I said you didn't miss the manga reading. It's supposed to happen tonight. It didn't happen last night. It happened. It's happening tonight. You didn't miss it yet. The only thing you missed is the date. Yeah. But with Apothecary Diaries, I really wish they would have put more. They would have put more of the story on the poison. I mean, they. I guess they did. A lot of it was about poisoning and stuff, but it felt more like a detective manga than like apothecary in some cases. If that makes sense. I don't know who here has read it. I don't know who here knows about it. I'm dying. I don't know who here is like someone who looks into that stuff or someone who knows about the Apothecary Diaries. But that's what I was hoping for. That may be naive. Because what I think my favorite parts about I think my favorite like sections. This is spoilers, by the way. So if you are looking to read or watch, your dad's giving us an essay of the Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, let me cook here. Let me cook here. All right. So I'm gonna talk a bit spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, then close your ears. I guess. My favorite parts of the Apothecary Diaries are two parts. The first is when she's actually being a food tester. That being the part where there's a couple parts where she's like actually doing her job as a food tester, right? Like when she's being tested as a food tester, so she eats the food and she's like, "This should be served on a silver plate," kind of thing. And then also the part where she's inside of the building, not the building. Sorry, she goes to like an event and there's like all the food testers there to test for the different consorts foods and like the high ranking officials. And she's the only one who's like not scared of eating because she just loves poison, right? And then she she eats and it looked and everyone's like surprised by like how delicious she's making the food look by her expressions. And then she goes and says, "This is this is poison," and leaves. I like that. Those parts were what I was there for. But then there's other parts where now this is more. This is like much later. All those things are like much earlier, so they're still their spoilers were not as bad. But later on, later on, there's a lot more like just detective mystery stuff instead. Sure, I agree that a show having to do with poisons is gonna have to do a lot of murder, like mystery, like especially murder mystery. Like sometimes it's just like, bro, why are you here? Why are you here? Why do you care? For example, there is a section where there's a kind of shrine or like temple area kind of place, which was a test, right? Where there'd be different doors and you'd have to go through different, you'd have to choose which door to go through. And it was like a puzzle for emperors of the previous generations. And for some reason, it's like she was brought along and she was made to solve the mystery of like how to pass through. And it's like, why first of all, why are you here? That's my first question. Why you should not be here. Second of all, what the fuck does this have to do with being an apothecary? Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really care for it. I didn't care for it at all. I did care for certain sections, like I said, but like for sections like that, which was frankly a majority of the manga, I was kind of just like, bro, I don't care. I don't care about this. Go back to the apothecary stuff, please. Tell me more about poisons, man. Make weird concoctions and like use them in weird situations, or like just test some food and be like, this shit ass, this shit ass on God. It was spending a lot more time talking about the positions of power that have to do within the inner court, and I didn't care for that. That's what it was. It was mostly that, and I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that at all. Anyway, that's my essay. I get and oh, I conclude my essay. That shit ass on God. Are there any? Are there manga for tonight's manga reading? Are there anything that you guys prefer we read? Like I said, I was thinking. I've said this before, but like I've been thinking of the Dragon Ball. But if you guys prefer something else, if you guys have anything in mind, like right now or something, even if you have something in mind when we get there, when it's actually time, I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. It would be my pleasure. Nom, nom, nom. I think my eyes are definitely gonna get worse with the amount etchy genre. No, listen, unless you got an actual, I'm asking for an actual like manga, like a name. All right, get your etchy genre out of here. Unless you got some, unless you got a good etchy manga to give me, I ain't hearing it. You best be giving me a real. Hey, so today what we'll be doing is we shall be performing some art. And the art specifically we'll be performing is 3D modeling. And that's because I was watching a stream, right? And the stream, like the look and the aesthetic, not of just like, oh, this stream layout looks really good, because it was honestly like it was pretty basic. But it gave me an idea for something that wasn't as basic. Um, and I don't mean basic like in a bad way. I mean like in a stream layout, usually you want it to be kind of basic so that nothing is distracting from like the main point of the stream. Anyway, I was like, damn, this gives me a good idea for this because of this and that. Um, anyway, I guess I have a picture. I was drawing stuff, drawing ideas. And I have an idea for what we're gonna be 3D modeling today, specifically. Let me save this image so I can show it on the screen. There is the image. There you are. Boop, 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 and boop, and all right. That's a very big image. Give me a second. All right. Here's sort of the idea. All right. Um, I think I have some. Where's my thing? I should have something for you. I can't find it though. That sucks. Where is it? Where is it? Did is it you? Is it you? How does this work? Here, hold on. Okay. I don't know how this thing works. Let me just delete that. Never mind. So what we're having here, the idea is it'll be a perspective, like a POV kind of thing, right? Where we have a CRT TV, right? Now this is like, remember, this is like how the scene looks, right? This is what the stream will see, right? So this would be like the entire stream is like this thing, right? The idea being on the two thirds of the screen will be mostly taken up by a CRT at a slight angle, a CRT TV at a slight angle, right? And then it'll be me on the bottom, like bottom right, or just like the right ish, right? But it'll be the back of my head. And when I talk, I'll turn my head to look at the viewer. And the idea will be that it looks like two friends hanging out from the perspective of the friend. Like they're hanging out on the bed with the TV inside the friend's bedroom or something. Inside the friend's bedroom. That's the idea. All right, that's the idea. Now it's a bit hard to like make out exactly what I had in mind from that, but the idea is to. I keep saying the same phrase or the same like parts of the phrase. Today, I want to make the CRT TV. All right, we're gonna make a CRT TV in Blender, and it shall be grand. It'll be a grand thing. Let me see if I could even. Why is it like this? Why aren't you reaching? Perfect. All right. Let me show you from here. It's a bit hard to see with all the gray, right? There's a lot of gray here. Um, but like this box, actually, wait. This box is the CRT, right? And then we have the console here. I might change it to the other side just so it's here. Because then I could change it with different consoles. It might look cool. Desk, wall. I might remove the wall, honestly. But yeah, this is the idea. This is what the stream's gonna look like. With the, here being me, Onwa. I think that could be cool. Could be. But first things first, we need some references. We need some CRT TV references. Now I'm going for a kind of box design, but it honestly might just be better to have a 16:9 because most games go by 16. But I feel like for certain games, like older games, it might be nice to have the box look because most CRTs were a box kind of look. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. We're doing some art. We're doing some 3D modeling. Maybe a bit of painting now and then. Okay, let me. Should be fine. Should be. Let me do this and this. Okay. So now we're on the hunt. We're on the hunt. We're on the hunt. Let me open up your ref. What we want is an idea of. We need an idea of what we want. Honestly, that's what we need. I'm not exactly sure what I want in terms of a CRT. What I do know is I want to change the text on the front of them. I guess you can't see that. I want to change the text. Whichever one I choose, I want to like put text and change it to like have onwa or wa or some like wawa or something. in it just because it'd be cool. This kind is too big. This is too big of one. I know my picture kind of resembles this one the most, but don't worry about that. Do not worry about that at all. Hmm. 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 I don't know what was popular. I think it. I don't think there was something popular. Or maybe Toshiba's were popular. Toshiba's and Sony and Panasonic. Toshiba and Panasonic. I honestly don't know what I want. I think I want like a cleaner design. I don't want round buttons. I do prefer for me the square buttons or these rectangular thin ones feel more like CRT to me. I guess we could make our own design. We could just take a shape we like and then just make our own thing. That's probably gonna be the best option. These things aren't shapely at all. I like this shape. This shape I like a lot. I don't know. Start knowing, man. Start praying. Start praying, boy. I like the shape of this. But I like the layout of like buttons and stuff of this. So we'll do like a mix between these two. Yeah. I like this shape, but I like the layout of like the buttons. I like how this is. We'll just go with that, I guess. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. I guess I'll look up Sanyo CRT TV. Are there any better pictures? This is a kind of good pick. This is a good. This is a good pick. Yeah, this is gonna be the tough thing though. Is that it looks like the TVs at the front are very curved. We might not copy that, but we'll still need a round corners and stuff. Oh, it is pretty annoying. Oh, so this is the back. Of course, there's the back. The back is annoying. I just need like more angled ones. I need more angles. More angled pick. There you go. Okay, this should be good enough. I kind of wish I could listen to music right now, but then I would 100% get distracted by the music completely. Okay, so back to Blender. I do need to look up one thing. How do you? I need a round edges. That's what I need to learn how to do. All right, YouTube tutorial. Of course, there's an ad, and I can't do anything about the ad. Of course, every time. I guess it's just beveling with a lot more segments. Okay. Um, let's begin. Make a new file. So, delete the cube. And then we're going to add a new cube back in. That's fine. Start completely flat. Here's our cube. Let me also, I guess, insert the reference images. Would be a good idea. Is it possible to save? Import selected image. Why are you trying to save to the OneDrive? I hate OneDrive. Get that shit out of here. Format original. Cropping. Cannot. Okay. We're exporting images. How do I do this? Boop. 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 Oh, sorry. Was my cough that loud? Oopsie. Oopsie made a poop. Sorry. And mean for it to get that loud. Man, this sucks. Let me see the images. What was the name of these? What did I name them? First image.png. I have a lot of images. These did not save. Okay. Um, a bit of this, a bit of that. This. I have to resave the images. Where are they? Where are all the images I ordered? Add image reference. Yep. One. I need more. I need all the images. All of them. Why are they there? Why are these images not saved where they're supposed to be saved? I hate it here. There's a very white picture. Um, Picture of the front. Okay, that should be good for now. I think we won't do it exactly like the reference images, but we still need the reference images. Right? We still need them. It'd be nice to have them. Okay, this work it that way. Okay. Okay. So that one bigger. Okay. So this is not an exact front facing view. That's why we won't like use it exactly. But you know. I should probably check for a better image. I should check for better front facing Senyo. That's not the same time. It'd be really nice if someone had like a front facing Senyo. Everyone has like a slightly angled Senyo. No front. Oh, is this one? Looks like it. It. But it is what it is. Let me get this bad boy in. Senyo. Nope. Yeah. Go. So that's about the size of it. I guess we shrink it. Hmm. Oh yeah, it would be taller. This should reach that bottom. Here's the shape. It's still gonna have its little thing, little backside, its little boo head, Dragon Ball boo head. We need to round all the corners. We need to inset the middle and a couple other things. I don't really know how to 3D model. I don't know like the best practices. Anything. I don't really know the best practices or anything. I just kind of like do. There we go. So with this, now I should be able to grab these. I don't know how far in it should go. Maybe something like this. No clue. Not a clue. I should be rounding the corners at the very end, but I want to take a look. Like what I'm scared of here is the beveling. Going inward on each of these vertices. I don't want that. There's probably a way to prevent it, but I'll have to figure it out. It would look something like that. But this is too simple. Why I'm not doing it right now because I need to add more of the curves. Yes, this face I should move. What I need. What I need. What I need. Probably just better understanding of how this is supposed to look. I think I could bring these forward a bit from the looks of it. Bring it down like that. Bring this down a bit. And then with this, actually do this. I need to do that. Hi, Tsumi. Hello. Hello, Tsumi. Hello. How are you? That was hi. Hello. Hi. I need some way to replicate that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want it to be good. There's this, right? This is what we had before. If I do this, that, this. Now I need to bring this face out, but I want it to still be attached to the bottom. I guess I could just do that. I'll have to bring it out more, but I can do that. I think that fits. That fits. How used to me? We're making a CRT TV so we could do this kind of look for a stream. Do I want to do a look-see look? Another question is how far do we put it? I would assume far. No what? I think this needs to be further here. And then need these to kind of follow along. I think these moving properly. Okay. Now we bring this out, right? And we bring these out. Kind of weird. Okay. I don't think that's correct. It looks kind of weird. It looks like it's closer, but it looks weird. It feels like there's something missing. Any CRT havers in the chat that can say this is a fan? Give me a thesis as to why. I mean, this is one. This is a bad. be like that. That's one. That's one thing fixed. The shape doesn't feel right. Probably because I have a different TV. I should probably get a different reference for that one. But I can't seem to find one that's the same. Oh wait, maybe this? It's not the right angle, but could do 12530. That seems to be about right. If I'll get this one right here. Add image reference. Img. That is not right. Why aren't you correct? Mm, there should be C users download. This is a GIF file, maybe. GIF, PNG, or JPEG, I guess. We're using an online converter. And now it's in. Okay, let's go here. What was the name? 7692. Okay, there we go. So this is at an angle, so we can't like use it the same way. But we could use the idea. So probably. I guess I cannot control Z. Put these back to how they were, which is like this. I guess that one's already there. We could rethink the shape. First, obviously, add it back. Delete it. Okay. So considering this, bring this around here. Also, edges. Okay. Then this, this, I need head. Let us this, okay, this, um, hmm. It'd be nice if I could reverse everything I did. It'd be very, very nice. My friend just sent me a, a crazy thing. My friend just sent me a crazy thing that I cannot reveal. What the fuck? Alright, we gotta figure this out. What I want is I want this separated. I want is this backside. I want this thing to be its own like part. So I need to figure that out. Okay. And what I'll do we'll try some things and then they will inevitably fail. Okay. Am I not? Okay, okay. Okay. Do this. Yeah, I think this should be good. So if we do this, is that gonna work? It's gonna work how I want it to. start by just taking the turn. Higher. Then do that. There we go. Now I just have to probably better take the edge. Yeah. And let me guess based on um this, that. Also take so that. Okay. Looks a bit like shit. But that's okay. Okay. Might as well pick the grenade the bottom. Okay. Just like okay, okay. We have the basic structure. Doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I should be probably a little. I should raise that. Let me bring this back. If anything, I should have this lowered. Probably. This is too high tech for me, bro. Bro, I'm moving dots around. I'm just moving dots around. Don't you worry, man. Ugh. Eh. Okay, well, we could do this, I guess. Do this thing. We should really, we should perfect like the basic structure because as soon as we start adding detail, it's gonna make stuff a lot more complicated. So I should make sure I like the shape. And I like how it looks. The front is basic. The front we don't need. This is good, right? Um, the side profile. If anything, I would add one thing here, and then this, this. That's just a case. Okay. Here. Move this face also. This face. This. Now, side. Right here. Side. This. That. I don't think I'm doing it. I think I'm screwing this up. But it's okay. All right. That's better. I forgot to put the extra on. Okay. Wow. um, I don't want this a bit. The idea here. Add a bit more size to it. That's the goal. I much prefer that. Probably not exactly how I should have it, but I much prefer that look. This is really these kind of things are the kind of thing where you want to have music on. You like lock in, have some music, but my ass is not locked in. My ass ain't locked in. I'm trying to think of what to do for stream next week. I'm not gonna have solder in time. I can't do that, unfortunately. I need this to. I need to be more. How do you do that? How can I do that? I guess I need a loop. Need a loop cut for that. But I also need a loop cut for the bulk. The bulk there. Is it time? Is it time to do the box? I guess it's time for the box. Okay. Oh, why does it do like this? Gross. Gross. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Fuck. What happened here? Okay. Why does it do like this? That's what I don't get. Alright. Let us do this, I guess. Okay. And the rest I could use like buttons. I'm, lisping. Lisping. They're lisping. Okay. So next should be these guys. Hmm. I'll probably put in too many of these. Something like that. I think would be good. So let us make faces. I don't know how many buttons. Um, I should be able to force them in their origin. Size from base origin. Um, median point to individual origin. Okay. What the fuck? Doesn't work. I guess I'll do one at a time. That sucks. That's not fine. I want it to be on this. Why is it doing this? Whoops. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. If it's not gonna do it the way it should be doing it, I don't know how to do it. There should be a way to extrude all of them individually. Blender extrude individual faces. Extrude individual faces. There you go. I should probably have a fifth one. All right. All right. All right. Now we got buttons. Yippee! Yippee! Le bouton. Okay. This is pretty good so far. Thing is, I don't know how much detail I want to add to it. You know, I don't know if I want like I don't want it to be high tech or anything, but I don't know if I want it to be like low poly kind of look either. This is pretty good though. This looks pretty good. What I want to do, let's export it for now. Export. I'm gonna Control Z. Okay. Now let's open CRT room. Get this out of here. Actually, no, keep it, just so I could use it as a reference of where to put stuff. Let me go to personal projects, Blender, CRT TV. Is it gonna work? Probably not. Nope. Import FBX CRT TV. Okay. CRT. I need the same rotations on these. Okay. And let us give you the same position. bigger. It's hard to see with the lack of coloring. Is it possible to paint this? Smart UV project. Get projection. Get projection. Oh well. It is what it is. Um, I don't remember how to do this. I don't remember at all. Oh well. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. There's definitely more we could do with it. I think it would be nice to have it be curved, like a real CRT, like the front. 100%. If I can, I'd like to texture it. This doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like what it should be. Might be, but I don't think it is. Hmm. Hum hum hum. And I pickle my drum. Line art. Material. It should be material. Um, was it not material? I don't remember anything. I remember anything about how to do this. Blender. How to texture. How to texture paint. Of course, there's ads. There's always ads. What is this? Where are they on? On texture paint, but I don't know where that is. This? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I need. Okay. Okay. This is just gonna be a basic thing, just that we could see how it looks. I just want to be able to differentiate some things. That's all I want. Um, where are here? Okay. And now this is what it looks like. I think we moved the CRT to the left a bit. Probably make it bigger and move the console to the right side. Like that. Keep pressing H. I hate that H hides it and G moves. Yeah. So this kind of layout, and then here would be where I am, where on would be. I guess my head's in the way. My head is in the way. Well, where I am, me Onwa, is where I'd be in the look of the paint. And the look of the paint. What am I saying? In the look of the scene. Right, I'd be around here, but it'd be back of my head instead of the front of my head. That's the kind of look. Well, that's not the look. I mean, yes, the look. But this is more so the composition. Oh, sorry. That's the composition, and I would probably give it a kind of painterly look, maybe if I could. I think the painterly look would look the best. Well, I'm not sure if I'd be able to do it. Oh, by the way, completely forgot to mention this. Fellas. I mean, I didn't completely, but today I did. Today I completely forgot to mention it. YouTube video. After stream, I'm going to make a video public on the OnwaVT channel. It is an edited YouTube video from yours truly. I'll post in the server a link to it. Actually, you know what? Let me do it right now. Let me go on it. I won't make it public right now, but I'm going to make it somewhat available. August 3rd. Nope. Second. At 12 a.m. I think it's a good time. Might as well just go with 12 a.m. So countdown to this. Where did I set up Premiere? What is a Premiere? How do I could let it do that. No, not a Premiere. I want to let me schedule. I'm trying to change it right now. Okay, now what happens if I do this? Okay. Well, now I have the video. And I could send it out at any time. Not as a Premiere, though. Hmm. This is the look. I really don't know how to make things look good. I don't know how to give them the cartoony style or anything. Which is what I would want. Because what I'll probably do is I'll probably make a render in Blender and then render in Blender. And then just have that image. Because I don't think I'd be able to put it in like any software or anything. And plus it would take a lot more space as a software. I think I probably will remove the wall. I think what would be nice is having this and the background be just my normal background, but like at night instead of in the morning. Like this background, sorry for the flashbang. This background, but at night instead, or at least something resembling it. You know? Yeah, you know. You get me. You get what I'm saying. No, 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 no. I'd probably look up some tutorials, shouldn't I? Like looking up tutorials on how to make stuff look different. I need to like learn nodes and stuff for that, wouldn't I? That's gonna be a poopy. Little poopy stinker moment. Mm, okay. I have a friend who's going to be helping me with editing videos and such, so it's possible you'll be seeing more in the future. I don't know how often, because it all depends on uh time availability and how good my streams are. Let me tell you, the streams, at least the yesterday stream, that wasn't it. It could have been it. It could have been grand, but I have to solder, and then it'll be grand. And this is kind of just a relaxed stream, very relaxed atmosphere, just making things, making things rather. Yeah, but you know, not much going on. Hmm. I don't know. We don't need that much detail in the back, but I wanted like the basic outline. In the future, it would be nice to have a finished looking model. But if we're just going for a picture, it's probably better to just make the front look good, and then later I could fix the back. Yeah. Yeah. I've been thinking about how I've been thinking about messaging 3D modeler. I've been like in my head unsure if I should do live 2D or 3D because I think for what I want, they might be around the same price, but one is more so not the novelty, I'd say. Um, but I think I want 2D because I like the look and the expressiveness is there in terms of, and like it's nice. I haven't had a 2D model yet of my own, so it'd be nice to have one. But I think 3D just because of the fact that it allows you to follow more closely to life in your movement. There's more creativity that can be shed from it. 3D streams would go hard. 3D Onwa streams would go kind of crazy. Ain't gonna lie. By the way, it's a lot of money. Like, while in the future I could get both, right now I'd have to choose. By right now, I don't mean right now, but I'd have to choose one of them to go with. And I'm like, but there's both. I want both. I don't know which one to start with. I think probably just 2D, but like, come on. 3D gives more flexibility in things I could stream. Because it means I could do things that a 2D model can't do. That usually you wouldn't be able to do without a camera, right? Like without showing your face. Oh, boy. Choices, choices. How could there be so many? Eh, eh, Vroom. 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 I don't know what to do right now. Obviously, I could do more work on this, but apart from boredom, I feel like there's missing stuff that there's missing information in my noggin, my brain, to be able to do those things that I need to do for this. Could play Lego Batman. Could play Lego Batman. Right, I talked about this in the server, but I'm unsure if for the idea sphere of how we want to change the code. Right, I talked about it. No one responded when I typed it out. So let me get the notepad out. Let me get the notepad out for you guys. Here's the notepad. So for the controller, right? Right now, how it works is you have all the different buttons that you could press, right? Like A, move right, look left, X, LB, RB, whatever, right? Whatever buttons. As long as your message has something that counts as a button, it will press the button. So you could write something like um press A, or oh my god, he's gonna die if we don't move left. Okay, because of this message, he's gonna move left because the message has move left in it. Okay, that's how it works right now, and it works on this. It presses for 500 milliseconds. So for half a second, it'll press the button. If you type long in your message instead, then instead of 0.5, it'll do it for 1.5 seconds. So it holds the button for 1.5 seconds. Now, clearly, as we tested, that ain't good enough, right? Also, I could just, oh, this is not big enough for you guys. So that's not good enough. 1.5 seconds is long, but it's not that long. It's not that long, especially if you're moving around, right? So I've been trying to think of different things. What I could do is I could have it so for looking and for moving, instead of using these, it'll use different numbers, right? So maybe this will just be like 6 seconds. This would be 3 seconds, right? So for normal button presses, like if you're pressing A, half a second is fine. 1.5 seconds is fine. But if you're moving, it'll do 3 seconds instead. Hi, Trip. What's good? Why you raging? Another thing we could do is we could just have more keywords. So we could also have longer or longest, right? We could have more keywords that aren't just 0.5 seconds. So you have more options to go between, right? Or instead we could have also short. So we could have regular and then we could have short and we have long. Another one I thought of was make it so you could type it in how long you want it to be. So there's going to be a default length, right? Default length of the 0.5 sec for now. We could probably just change it to 1 second. Default length is 1 second. But then you could also type in a number from like 0.5 to, let's say, 10, right? So now in your message, if you type A5, right? What it'll do is it'll go press A button for 5 seconds. Or I guess hold A button. Hold A button for 5 seconds. Right? So then you have this option where you just go regular, short, long. But also, if you want, you could type in a number. That's what I'm thinking for the controller. I think I changed the code to do that. So that then it'll be easier to move around in games. I think that's probably the best course of action. I don't know. Another funny one. I just thought of this. What a funny one could be: the more you put in, the longer it is. So if I say that's gonna be a lot longer than just pressing right? If I send this message, it might go for like a second. This one's gonna go on for like 5 seconds. So if I go like move left, then that's gonna be a lot longer than if I just say move left. That's another one. Length of message. Length of input message is equal to length of thingy of the actual input being held. Also, Trip, what I'm doing here is I'm talking about different ways the chat controller could be changed so that you guys have more options for how long to hold buttons for. So if you want to do stuff like moving will be different, you know? You know what I'm saying, Trip? Picking up what I'm putting down, Trip. Do you get what it is I am saying? We just made a CRT TV. It's not finished. To try to pick up anything, just pick it up, man. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. You got this. Yeah. So we just made CRT. It's not completely finished, but make me work as my 12-hour shift. Damn. Damn. God damn. My condolences. My condolences. Sure, I'm just doing some final checks on my VGN, like making sure that my PayPal doesn't give away my information, and then I'll put the commissions up. You'll be able to look at the commission. I guess. I guess. Ugh. Make a new PayPal if you're so worried. Well, I have an on with PayPal, but I'm just because you have to give your name and info to make a PayPal in the first place. Even if it's a business, you have to have your info. So I'm just worried that that info is gonna be used. I'm unsure if you're able to like put fake names and stuff. You know? Oh, yeah, that's why I'm checking. I'm checking that stuff. You know? Give you money until Wednesday anyway. All right. Well, I can't give you commissions until until I know for sure everything's good. Um, I'm just letting you know because you seem the most interested in Onwa commission. Manga reading tonight. Yippee! Oh my god, I should totally read the manga in French for you guys. The manga read along should be in French. Yes. And then none of you will be able to follow. It's genius. Fuck, it's genius. One night. I think these are good. I think these are good ideas. I'll probably implement all of them just because I like them. I think they're funny. Some are funny, some are just useful. Okay. So I think we go short. Long, long is gonna be like 5. Gonna be 1, 3. I'm not sure if that's gonna be good numbers, but we'll roll with it. We roll with it. Bow, 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 bow. Trip, are you in my Discord? I don't think you are, right? I don't think you cared about my Discord, right? You don't have to join, by the way. Probably not. Okay. You're just letting it go because you're not in mine either. Bro, I don't know. I don't know you. You don't know me. Got a gun to my head. Later, because later I'll be posting a YouTube video. Like, I think technically not the first. Gun. Technically not the first because I have like ASMR ones, voice recording ones. But it'll be the first like video, and then also manga reading tonight. We're doing a community night where we're reading manga. Oh, ads, ad jail, dances. Got the ass. I think I might cook myself some eggs today. Today isn't a day for eggs. Yes, indeed. Indubitably. Bow, bada, bow. Oh, shit. I completely forgot to do something. I'll be in jail for a long time. A long, long time. A long, 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 long time. Long, long time. I need to do something. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do this. Go here, here. Do I have his ad? Oh, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. You may have been free, but I was not. I was called in. I was called by somebody. All right, I'm back. I just need to write something down. Boop boop boop. Boop boop. There you go. And this. What? Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I need. What were we talking about? What's happening? Oh, right. Video is gonna be coming out later today, and also we're gonna be doing community night tonight. We're gonna be hanging out in the Discord and chatting shit and shitting chat. So that's what we were talking about. You're gonna join my Discord. I don't know about that. Uh, we'll see. Yeah, community night in the Discord and stuff. Community night in the Discord where we're gonna be reading manga together and pissing, pissing and shitting. I'll probably join. I'm not gonna join it right now because I'm live. I'm doing the live stuff where you're live. I'll join it later though. Don't you worry. Unless I forget, which is also possible. But don't you worry. Me when I worry and I worry and I worry and I worry. Oh my god, I'm so worried. Oh Jeebus, I'm worried. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. How? I don't really know what to do. I just end it off. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna end off. I gotta make sure I still have energy for tonight. So it's better not to take up all my energy right now. Don't spawn your WoW when I say I'm gonna end the stream. No. Now I feel bad. No. Now I feel like I can't end stream because you just spawned your WoW. You can't do this to me. Hey, yeah, just leave him or whatever. Well then, you know what? I'm gonna. You know what? 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 Before you leave, how about this? All right, before you even leave, or how about we do this before you leave? Huh? There you go. There you go. How about that? How about them apples? What I like to do for raids is I like to just give the person we're raiding a compliment. So I'm just like, all right, everyone, when we get in there, tell them they have nice hair, tell them they have nice art, tell them they have this, that. That's usually what I do, and no one does anything, which is fine. Anyway, go give them a compliment, and thank you for coming here. Thank you for hanging out. I know today wasn't the high energy or anything. There wasn't much going on, but either way, hope you enjoyed yourself. And let's go do some stuff. Yippee!